はい、皆さんこんにちは。本日はこちら会場にもお越しいただき、またオンラインでご視聴の皆さんも、誠にありがとうございます。本日よりスタートいたしました、東京アニメアワードフェスティバル2023、こちらの方お楽しみいただけてますでしょうか。はい、こちらのコーナーではTAAF2023 トークトークと題しまして、コンペティション部門ですとかに、エントリーしていただいているクリエイターの皆さんをお呼びして、インタビューをしていこうというものになります。こちら司会を担当させていただきますのは私、ゆるぎそうと申します。よろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。はい、私は株式会社角川というところでライトノベル新聞芸統括部の、統括部長というのをしております。ですのでノベルの担当しておりまして、通じてアニメ化ですとか、また自身コミックの編集をしていましたので、立ち上げ作品でアニメ化になったりというのは、経験してきているのですが、決してアニメーション映像の専門家ではございません。もしかすると、もっとお詳しい方はね、ここ突っ込んでみたいなこともあるかもしれないんですが、どうかそこはご願助いただいて、できる限り、物語や絵というものに触れてきた中で気になったところ、お話しできればと思います。私自身も短編コンペティション部門の一時の審査をやらせていただきましたので、その辺のところがあってこの役割を仰せつかってございます。この企画自体が本年初めて試みということになっています。コンペティション部門にノミネートしている制作者の皆さんに、こちらに来ていただいてお話をいただくということになります。では私はともかくとして、はい、では早速ですが始めてまいりたいと思います。こちら、コンペティション部門は長編アニメーションにノミネートしていただいているおじいさんの悪魔たちの監督、布ベアトさんです。よろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much to the festival to came here.
それでは早速ですが自己紹介というか、はい、ご来歴をお話しいただけたらと思いますが。
I'm a director and producer of that movie, and I start like animation and drawing, and I mix a little bit of everything a little bit in the project, but I'm director of this project.
全部ですね。はい、ではご自身からですね、まだこれから見る方もいらっしゃるかと思うんですけども、おじいさんの悪魔たちこんなお話なんですというのをちょっとご紹介いただけますでしょうか。
The story talk about a woman, Rosa, it's the name, and she live in the city, but she born in country, and when she's small, for the school, she go to the city. And in the city, she finish the studies, start work, and it's a very alcoholic woman, and she just see the work without many time for the others, and the others in that case, it's the grandfather, and the grandfather live in the country alone, and is the unique person for your family. And one day she don't have time because I can today, I have something to do, I have another something to do. And the grandfather die, and she don't have time, she don't have more time. And the movie start here. She don't have time and she need change. And to change, she go to the country to reconnect with the grandfather, and she discovered the demons. And in the country, she discovered the demons. She discovered the real grandfather, what she have, because she just know one part of the grandfather and and don't know who is the other part of the grandfather. And she discovered this. And the more important for me in that movie is the connection. She changed. Right now, she need the other ones. She connect with the other ones, and this is the more important in that movie. Rosa used that time to try and change between the movie in that way, and that puzzle. Grandfather leave a big puzzle for Rosa, and she need resolve.
ありがとうございます。まさにね、物語に見させていただいて、その彼女の成長みたいなのを感じるのがとても気持ちが良かったと思います。
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
で、 まさに都会と田舎のキーワードがあったと思うんですけど、その中でやっぱり感心したのが最初の CG っぽいグラフィックから、お持ちいただいて映ってるんですかね、パペットに変わるところなんですけど、そこに込められた思いというのも今おっしゃられたところですかね。
Yes, normally I like change techniques and do different techniques. In that case, for me, the technique is very important to add something to the narrative, the story. And in that movie, I use the static, the graphic style, and that change of graphic style and technique to feel different times from the main character, Rosa. In the beginning, Rosa are in the city, and she's more cold. She is more focused in the work, and it's more distant. And I want to create this to the public. And when we start the movie and we see that kind of colors, that kind of shapes, very cold, very simple 3D animation with look 2D, and it's not so friendly. And that is the idea. And when she changed to the countryside, she stepped the floor and everything transformed in stop motion. In that moment, the stop motion have texture, have more color, more yellows, more little defects. And this is important because in the live we have little defects, and they are here. It's everything here. And that change between techniques, it's because Rosa, the main character, need change. And need this, I need to transmit this to the public.
まさにテクスチャーがねないところからもうリアルなものの世界に映るところにとても感動しましたし、足跡がね剥がれてふわーってなる瞬間が僕は見てて声が出るぐらい感動したんですけど、監督お気に入りのシーンってどこかございますか？
I don't know. It's not easy. It's not easy change. For me, it's important that people feel the movie and understand what I want to say in that movie. And thank you. Arigato. For me, it's difficult. I like the magic parts when we mix the dreams with the real life of Rosa, and that kind of mix. But I don't know if I have a specific scene that I like in the movie. It's difficult for me. We have that distance.
はい、そのパペットのところとかはですね、本当にお聞きしたいことがあるのでまた後ほど伺うんですけど、ちょっとだけ細々としたこともお聞きします。最初の都会のシーンのランキングで動物が出てくるんですけど、豚が1位なんですかね、あれは1位なんですけど、金の豚が1位なんですけど、あれはどういう世界観というかどういう順番になって、キリンより豚が高いみたいなところってなんか狙いがあったりするんでしょうか
？No, we invent the animals with the scriptwriter, but the idea came when I game in mobile Candy Crush, and I see the golden pig. When we win, it's like it's this, it's golden pig, and then we invent the other animals. But yeah, that is the idea. We have skews to have more points, but the idea is that point is not nothing. And what I like in that idea of use that kind of animals and that kind of things, yeah, you have a star or have a prize. But it's nothing for she. And we compare this with the real life, and that is the idea.
とても印象的だったのでお聞きしました。今脚本の方のことも出たのでお聞きします。これだけの長い作品、初めての長編と伺ってますけれども、どういったチームでどういう感じで作られたんですか？制作期間とか教えていただけますか
？We have 7 years to produce the movie. The first 3 years it's to development, just development, and then we start co-producing. But in the beginning, we start with with storyboard, script write, and after this we start the construct the backgrounds first, and puppets after the backgrounds. And we have a team in Portugal to do the backgrounds. We have another team in Spain to do the characters. And when we start the animation, it's 1 year for shooting. We do the animation at the same time in Portugal, the stop motion, and in France, the 3D animation. And then in the last year, just the post-production and the sound. Oh, yeah, it's not easy to talk about the number of the people because we change depend what we do in that moment. Maybe in the construction, we talk in Portugal like 25 persons, in Spain 15, in France another team with 20 something, and depends the moment. When we shooting, maybe 30, maybe 40 when we're shooting, and but when we have the voices, we have that people for the voices, the music, more 4 people. It depends. It's very difficult. It's hard to say. It's X people.
トータルではね、延べで入れ替わりですごいかかってるんだなと思います。撮影ですごく大変だったところってやっぱりストップモーションだと思うんですけど、どのくらい撮影するんですかみたいなことですとか、あとお水の処理ですよね。最後のクライマックスの水のシーンとかはどうやってやられてたんですか。どんなご苦労だったかお聞かせいただいてもいいですか。
I think the more difficult part it's when we're shooting, because when we're shooting we understand if what we build work or no, and sometimes don't work and we need change in the middle, and it's very faster because we don't have time to change some things. We need to decide in that moment. When we're shooting, we use 12 different sets to shooting. We have 12 sets with 6 animators, and I don't have time because I need to run between sets, because in the sets we do the light, we do the prepare the sets, the backgrounds, and then we put the animation. The stop motion we need to study the movements, what the character do in the movie, because we need to build that character with that intention. If we change something, if we do another thing, I want that character sit, but it don't prepare to sit. I can't do this. I need to decide after. I need to decide with the storyboard. Yes, after this we move frame by frame. We move a little bit and we're shooting. We move a little bit and we're shooting. Sometimes to the face. We can change in some characters we change the entire face. In another ones, like that one, we change just that part to the mouth. We have a magnet here. This is 3D print. In the main character, Rosa, have like 100 different faces to change. That one, the grandfather, don't have many faces. And this is to shooting. Between 12 and 24 image per second.
せっかくですのでもう一度フィギュアの説明というか動かしのところ。
あと水の説明もします。
あ、そうそう、水は後でいいですよ。せっかくなのでさっき寄れましたかね。ちょっと大丈夫そうでした。もう一回やってほしいですね。ちょっとじゃあ先にフィギュアの説明をもう一度ちょっとアップで見せていただきたいですかね。
Okay. We have inside of the character we have a skeleton, armature, and the armature have different parts. Some parts like the hand, it's arms because it's very thin, the fingers, but you can move the fingers too. And the fingers, but this is arm. We stop the arm here, and here it's a structure more. If you have a part gordo, mais largo, more larger. We need to put a more strong structure inside. And the big problem with that characters is because they are silicone outside, and the silicone, it's very hard to move and broke many times. Okay, and when broke the character, and we can see some parts here broke, like here. When broke, we need repair, or sometimes we need do again the character. We have a mold, the resin mold.
From the beginning?
No, the mold is the same, okay. But we need cut, use the armature, and do another one, another piece. This is different piece. Here is one, the body, it's another one in that case, and the head, it's resin, 3D print, like the mouth.
ありがとうございます。ちょっとね、もう一体いくらぐらいかかるんだろうとか気になること多々あるんですけど、残念ながら結構時間が来てしまいましたので、一旦ですね、ちょっとご質問の方キリがないんですが、ここで止めさせていただいて、水どうするっていうのがあったんですが、ちょっとそれはまた後でこっそりお聞きします。はい、ということで最後ですね、会場に来ていただいて、
The water. We use different techniques, depend what kind of water we want, because we have a different waters in the movie. If it's a stable water, if it's like yes, it's different. We have different techniques, and when we have a big part of water, like in the cave, we have like a lake. We have the first. We put paraffin. I think it's the same. The name? No. No. Glycerin. Glycerin. I think it's the name. Glycerin first is what we use to do candles. Glycerin first, and when we put hair gel to do the waters, and we control this with a pencil. And to do that parts, I don't know the name in English, falling water, yeah. We have plastic with the hot, we mold the plastic things, and in that plastic we put gel, or sometimes we use lubrication that for in the characters too, because we have raining, and yeah, it's many different things. What I say depends what we want, what we want. But we change and we need mixed. We need sometimes do tests.
ということで、すみません、もうお時間でございましたので、最後、会場の皆さんとこのオンライン見ていただいている皆さんに一言監督からメッセージをいただけますでしょうか。
I don't know. Maybe if someone have a question in the see the movie, please.
本当にご覧になられたらいろんなことがつながってくるんではないかと思います。ぜひお楽しみにしていただけたらと思います。ということでありがとうございました。おじいさんの悪魔たちの監督布部アトさんでした。どうも皆さん拍手でお送りください。どうもありがとうございます。
ありがとう。